Yo, welcome back, welcome back. Let's continue Amnesia. And let's see what this new area um, holds for us, what awaits us there. So the loading screen was odd the last time. It said something about a Turkish delight, which is a pastry, I think, a sweet. Yeah, some sort of sweet stuff. Um, and also, I think Constantinople was mentioned, or am I? I'm not sure. A different city, something exotic, which is weird. So I'm wondering if we will change the location at some point. Another hole in the ceiling. And also they want to introduce the running mechanic now. Awesome. We have seen this before. It's a title. What's with that? That's the game itself, I think. Nope. Cutscene.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
Interesting. So it's a place. And Brennenburg is, I suppose, the name of the owner of the castle. Alright. A lot of options here. And again, the roof is shattered. And a pillar is broken. Always the same picture. And the hole is inward. Those are petals of a rose, right? That's so cliche. You know, it's the standard love stuff. I'm guessing this won't work. Fabrica Eliquatoria. No, it opens. Whoa, this is not normal. Refinery. I see. So yeah, I think we really want to write something down here. Some sort of organic tissue blocks the path to the refinery. Can it be dissolved? So organic tissue. This doesn't belong here. Neither in this era or in any era. It's tough and pliant. It can't be torn by hand or tools. This seems to be a... I don't know. Is that a door? Yes. So I'm leaning more and more toward some influence from outer space, I guess. Or maybe it's some religious stuff. You know, there's a certain kind of religious horror, like The Exorcist. I find those especially creepy. But maybe the pictures kind of put me on the wrong track there. I don't know. Oil and tinderbox. Awesome. Yeah. Again, those hissing cockroaches. You know, if you combine the alien invasion theory, but there would have been two foreign objects crashing through the roof, right? So there could be two aliens, maybe, in this building. Or could have been at some point. If you combine that with the old and fragile Brandenburg, Alexander Brandenburg, that we have to kill, yeah, maybe he has a different sort of power now, and other means that keep him alive. He keeps himself alive by other means. Like, who knows what that organic tissue stuff does. So we are basically in the realm of the supernatural now. Can we like squish those little buddies here? Doesn't seem like it. Oh yeah, I glanced over the Wikipedia page of the shadow archetype from Jung, and it's not like he's not really the evil, the hidden evil. It's just the hidden things in your mind in general. It's basically your subconscious. It doesn't have to be evil. Kind of makes sense, right? Do we have to combine stuff here? Oh, mega. I hope I don't have to use it in another function. The oil to I don't know, to get a machine working or whatever. Open the door. Alright, this is another painting. This is one we have seen before, but this doesn't really seem religious. This is really like, you know, Greek classic era stuff, I think. Oh yeah, we have seen that huge door before, right? And that was what happened. Nope, not exactly. Alright, so we have left the realm of reality completely. And this is just supernatural. Are we freaking out more? Nope. Alright. That's fine. Why not? Organic tissue grows on doors. Makes sense, right? We still don't know why we need to run. Cobwebs. But I bet we're going to find out very soon. The options are getting more and more limited. The room is pretty bright though. Hang on, is there even a door up there? Let's check that out first. So there's a woman. Laboratorium. Wine cellar. So this will probably load a new map. Let's not go there yet. Ah damn, this loads as well. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury. You made sure to pay a visit to avoid a sense of guilt connected with the neglect of family. Stay cool. Yeah, now I don't want to be here. Let's go back. Oh, we can actually go back. That's cool. He fell to the kitchen floor. What are all those? Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he reached the first kick and saw has remained unhidden. Are those memories? I mean, I guess the scene that we experienced up here was some sort of a memory. Hmm. Won't budge. Okay. Yeah. The game, or the name I was looking for the last time, here, Ticking Hand, the faithful watcher on my channel reminded me of the name. It was Planescape Torment. That was the name I was looking for. The game where you like wake up multiple times and you die and you kinda are reborn, and yeah, it's a little bit like Groundhog Day, right? Stuff. Well, not that Planescape Torment, not really, but maybe this game is. You know, you drink the potion, you forget everything, and then you do all the stuff again and again, and always hoping for a different outcome. I'm not sure if this is how this game works, but maybe. Man, there are a lot of options here. I bet one of those just leads back. I mean, archives, wasn't that where we were before? Maybe this will lead to another place. Door slammed shut behind him and he knew he would never again see the old tailor at Berkeley Square. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. It's getting really poetic, at least in the loading screens. Hey buddy, come on. See? The light? It's all good. Just the monsters in the library. Rare books. That's never good. Especially when the door is lying on the floor. It goes around the corner there. And I mean, there's a note. Again, a hole in the ceiling. What the hell is this? Let's not mess with the stuff yet. So those are rare books. Let me guess. It's about... Right, not so rare as I thought. Plants, plants, and plants again. What a joke. Well, so far our enemies seem to be an old, fragile, evil man. Maybe we ourselves and a shadow. But maybe there's something else, like something with great physical strength. It's obviously not the old man. Could have been the shadow. Let's find out.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the Professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Man, this really feels like an H.P. Lovecraft story now. You've got your archaeology, you've got your objects from the sky, and shadows, and yeah, Lovecraft loved Egypt and exotic places as a scenery, as a background for his horror stuff. Not always, but often enough. So we can move this thing somehow. That's it? No. So we cannot move the whole object, just singles. Yeah. Don't remember the English word now. Sorry. That's also the reason why I'm sometimes a little hesitant. My English is not perfect, and sometimes I'm just looking for a word. So that's why there's an occasional and that kind of stuff. Freaky. It's a little uncomfortable here. Man, this place is huge, but it's bright outside. And there's, well, woods. Oh man, those holes. Very suspicious. Very, very suspicious. And a lot of copied paintings. Oh, this is a new one. This looks like an actual classic painting. Seems to be some sort of armada. Some sort of... are those Dutch ships? I'm not sure. So, a fleet in the harbor, maybe. Yeah, looks like it. 3 guys working on a ship. This looks inviting. That picture again. This is huge also. Some sort of place. Who are those people? Do these paintings help us? Tell us a story? Doesn't seem like it. The fuck? Is that my lost wife? Hello, love. I'm back. I'm looking for my memory. Are you here? I heard your beautiful voice, but I can't find you now. Oh, we do have the lantern, but I do not want to use it yet. Oh, we could play something. Off with you. Well, I guess we're not playing anything. Oh, that's just the chair that's making those aggressive noises. Those cockroaches are really disturbing. Alright, sure. Sure. Why not? Everything's falling apart here. That's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, it's always here, mementos. Some sort. Must find a new way out of this area. Who would have thought? Stuck again. And this one, we cannot use it. Anyhow. Right. It's always the same map. There's also organic stuff? No, those are just spider webs. We kind of have to get a hold of ourselves. Always come back to the light. It's like we need energy from the light. And also, the whole wobbly thing is giving me a slight headache, to be honest. It's a little... it's not that easy for me to, with that game mechanic, to keep on playing for a longer time. Musical clue? Is that the piano playing? Alright, now this is... now we have changed the topic again. This was a deliberate move to spook me, right? So that using the piano now, even as a shadow, makes absolutely no sense. This is just to spook and to frighten. So, I mean, that's the thing, right? Why do ghosts have to be like spooky? I mean, I know they're getting paid for it, but if you think about it, why? It makes no sense. They could just be like they were before in their life. So this is a clear indicator of their motivation, and their motivation is obviously to frighten us.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the walls. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble, and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Oh, you know, you could just leave. How about that? So we heard two different voices, and there were like aristocracy. They ordered some servants around after that. Okay, cool, awesome. Okay, see? But this shouldn't have been the shadow. I mean, that thing was completely in the light. If that makes any sense. Fragile, but not breakable by hand. Maps. Hey there! A lot of Oh, I see. Rocks are coming through. This is just collapsing. So we don't necessarily have an object from outer space. But we do have an element of supernatural because of the flesh thingy, the organic stuff. And we have visited a tomb, or somehow someone has somehow transferred something, maybe a corpse, a mummy, or some object, some cursed object from Algeria to England. Central Prussia, Kingdom of Prussia. A lot of different countries involved here. First this, and then the letter. Ah, come on. This is a little tedious, to be honest. I mean, I like the game so far, but this is not really fun. Doing this all the time. I mean, we could probably use a light somewhere here, but I don't want to waste it. Maybe there will come a time where there will be like a really long dark hallway, and I will regret using the light here. I mean the lantern.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
So I will have to read this a few more times. Or rather, listen to it. Not necessarily now, but in general, the whole notes and stuff, this is quite a lot to take in and think about. So this was Daniel's diary. We have to keep track of what is what here. Those are notes to ourselves. So we have been ourselves to Algeria and have brought something with us, and visited the tomb and whatever. And already back then we have this amnesia thing going on. Very weird. So we need to find some sort of tool to break the hole open, I guess. So let's not waste too much time like the last time, and just go through everything thoroughly this time, especially in the new areas. I'm probably overlooking it. Like I said with my last Let's Play, when I played Vampire, of course there was something that I wanted to correct and add later. but I don't remember now what it was. Anyway, maybe next time. Well, maybe the shadow will open it for us. Okay, that requires like a sledgehammer or something. No, I want to keep my sanity. Sorry. Can I like use a chair? Holy shit, works. My super throwing powers.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that?
Here
if
it
it
comes.
stops, you'll have to start over.
Timer.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
Great. Oh, we cannot open this. So violence is an option. Sometimes. No, seems like we cannot grab this. Maybe we need it though to like replace it. So there should be a lever. Oh. Damn. Violence really works well. Altstadt and Brennenburg Castle. So another German word. Interesting. Altstadt just means old city or old town. The older part of the city. But it's also like a noun. Okay. Brennenburg Castle. So this is like 38 years ago. Another region rich with lore is Altstadt, deep within the East Prussian woods. So this doesn't really make sense. It's like, I would say, like there is a nice town in the Prussian woods called Inner City, you know. So I don't know. Anyway, obviously it's named Old City then. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor, Castle Brennenburg. So this is where we are, near that hamlet. The quiet forest-clad mountains, dressed with scattered lakes, is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Fucking cold in the summer. Shit. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. So, very interesting. This place where we are, so we haven't brought it, at least not completely. The whole Amnesia, cursed thing, whatever that is, we haven't brought us with it. We haven't brought it with us. Or maybe it's like, it's at many different places, or some different places at once. Like there's like, you know, the alien civilization who visited Egypt or Algeria, and then later they made a detour around London and then went to New York or whatever, something like that. So like world traveling aliens. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations, since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motives that keep reappearing. The Gatherers. Interesting. So here's a story. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers. So we're going even farther back in time. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. They move silently through the woods. That's creepy. Shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers, as they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? That's cool. Neat little story. A visit undone. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa. Oh, this is there's a real. This is a real name, a city founding name of the city of Cologne, which I know a little bit about. Cologne in Germany. So yeah, I hear that name quite often. Heinrich Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, don't know that word, visited Altstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in the local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Altstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The immortal Baron. The Baron of Brandenburg. Oh, this comes closer to us now. The Baron of Brandenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle nearby Altstadt, and like most those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It looks pretty good for that. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands. Well, this is really close to my home. Everything like Agrippa and Rhineland. That's actually where I live in Germany. Claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remained popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage. Therefore, the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the West over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted order of the Black Eagle. Oh, introducing something new here. Along with the great leaders of this country. Interesting. So speaking of Lovecraft, here comes a spoiler. If you want to play the Cthulhu role-playing game, you maybe skip ahead like 1-2 minutes or maybe even more. There's a solo adventure, like for one person, that you can play. It's kind of like those books from Livingston, those old books where you like there's a number everywhere and you can make a decision and you skip from one number to another. So there's a story in there that works like that, and the story is that there's a, you don't know that at the beginning, but basically your grandfather is trying to kill you and to occupy your body so that he can live forever, you know. He has some black magic stuff going on, and yeah, when that body is wasted, he creates some offspring because it has to be family, sadly. So he has to kill off his whatever son or grandson, someone from his bloodline, I guess, if I remember that correctly. It's very evil if you think about it. So maybe this is also going on here, like immortal in that sense that he is a relative of yours and he always needs new bodies. But then again, I wonder what's the meaning. Why did we say what have I done at the beginning? And what's with that mechanism? That time mechanism. Hang on, I really want to check the dark places now a little better than I did last time. See? It was already worth it. Something is open for a while, and if we go back to see what it is, it will be closed in the time we get there. Okay. Is it this door? Maybe. Alright, I see the video has been going on for a while. I guess I'll make a break here. See ya. Bye bye.